Hey, so how is your leadership preparedness? Now, I didn't say leadership development. Both are good, but there is a big difference, and that's what we're going to talk about in this video. Now, I think we're all used to this idea of leadership development, right? And it's good. We need it. We need to be developing our own leadership skills. We need to be developing as leaders, but there's a Grand Canyon difference between developing yourself to lead in a predicted environment, meaning business as usual, and actually preparing others to lead well in the unfamiliar future frontier. And so leadership preparedness is the work of the current leaders to focus on the next phase now. Now, as a believer, a Jesus follower, I look at Jesus Christ as the best example, the go-to for leadership and life. And he said, I go to prepare a place for you. And I mean, that in and of itself is mind-blowing. It's amazing to think that he is thinking about our future and he is taking ownership of making it a hopeful future. And he's not just saying, I'm out, figure it out, see you later. Or he's not just, riding the wave and enjoying this celebrity status without wondering what the consequences are going to be like. No, he is committed to the hopeful future, the big picture, and the next phase now. And that's just an example of what pioneering leaders do on a day-by-day basis, whether it's thinking about the next year or thinking about the next phase, or even just thinking about the next generation. Great pioneering leaders are committed to a future-focused picture of what's possible. And they really put a lot of emphasis on creating the culture and the infrastructure for success and sustainability. So I want to really challenge you. Make sure you're having the leadership preparedness conversation now, not later. It's so easy to procrastinate when really leadership is marked by preparation. And we have that choice every single day. Y'all know I talk a lot about self-leadership on this podcast, but I wanted just to kind of refresh the core messaging for this podcast and this community, which is encouraging us to stay focused on how we are showing up in the next phase and putting in the work today, doing the future work today, knowing that whether you want to call it legacy or a hopeful future or vision or mission or whatever, it matters. And what you're doing today matters. And it doesn't equal, this really epic picture yet, but those little micro decisions are compounding into a leadership community, and you're going to have a relational ripple effect that really does go far and wide. And it's not because you had it all figured out. It was because you were committed to go on that journey through the unfamiliar future. So just wanted to kind of touch in with y'all. I will be dropping more conversations. I'm really excited about just refreshing this podcast. I've been doing a lot of short form content. Hopefully you've been enjoying that. And I wanted just to experiment with different kinds of communication. I've learned a lot, enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing it. And one thing I like about the short form content is it's a little glimpse or even a little tribute to the leadership journey, to let you know that the majority of your time is not going to be glamorous. It's not going to be, so amazing. It's actually boring. It's structured. You might be by yourself a lot of times, but you're actually doing things with the motivation of serving others, of showing up ready to be a leader in different spaces. So the short form content is just that. It's just daily encouragement, or it's a glimpse into the day-to-day leadership journey. But the podcast and the conversations that we need to have, they really can go far and wide. So I want to keep bringing those conversations to you as well. And yeah. Hey, I really appreciate you getting all the way to the end of this video. If you are down for this kind of conversation, you want to be a part of this podcast and community, go ahead and just like, subscribe, leave a comment, and let me know what kind of leadership journey you are on. What's your leadership role? What's your leadership goals? And let's encourage one another, because a lot of times the work we're doing is saturated, marinated in delayed gratification. So not always a lot to show for everything we're doing now, but we're doing it intentionally because we have hope. And that hope is a driving force that can really make a big difference in your organization and in our world. So, all right, subscribe, join, and let's keep going. See you again in another video. Remember, you're going places, so prepare to go there.